got a few peaches to finish off, so I have a little light lunch here, and I want to get out and get started on building a stand for my solar panels, but sure didn't want to do it when it was raining. So I think I'm going to finally get in gear this afternoon and try to get that poles put in the ground and build a stand over there to get my solar panels up in the air a few meters. It's not important this time of year, but in the winter when that sun gets so low to the south, I need to get all the height I can to catch the rays. I'm not going to do that for a while, but a lot of nice days. I just haven't gotten to it. But better get her done. Problem is, it's just so nice to just sit back and enjoy. Before I get started, I'll probably fix up a little lunch. It is 1:30, so it's kind of a late breakfast, so it fits right in. You know, we've discussed all our bear issues, and I'm just not that concerned about them, but I thought, well, I brought this big 44 Magnum pistol up, but been here for 2 or 3 weeks and I haven't carried it outside the campsite yet. But I did take along a little thing of pepper spray. It fits light in my pocket. I think what I'm probably going to do is pick up a bigger canister of this to carry. Lightweight, strap it on real easy. Just as a backup. Probably never going to need it, but just for that aspect of if I surprise one, mama bear, come upon a patch of raspberries and the bear's already chewing down, may have a little turf war, so I am going to cover it that way. I thought maybe I better get at that solar panel project because I got a lot of chores yet to do around here, and I kind of thought I'd have, you know, some of my retired friends around to help. Well, retired Jim, of course, he's no longer a police chief, but now he's on the city council, so that little, oh, we got that meeting once a week. Can't miss too many of those. So. And my drone man, David, he retired a year ago. Now, when he was working, he'd drop in every time because it worked out well. But now that he's retired, and both these guys, Jim went back to city council, David decided he'd do a little part-time work. Well, let me warn you. When you retire, you lose that real efficiency. Sometimes, you know, on the calendar, oil change may take out all of Monday. You kind of get in those habits, and so you throw a part-time job into the mix of that, and you don't have any time in retirement anyway, and all of a sudden you're way behind. So I don't think I can rely too much on these retired friends to be coming up here and helping me out. Sad state of affairs, but when I retired I had the same trouble and I resisted. I had to borrow a line from a friend of mine that had retired from the auto plant. He retired fairly young too, and of course everybody had great ideas of what he ought to do. But he'd say to them, what part of retirement don't you understand? I got to get these friends into that frame of mind because they're not much use to me this way. Oh, let's see, what do we got? Red beans and rice. Haven't had that yet this trip. Pretty simple to fix. I love this 2-cup water measure. Just so happens rice and beans, Nora's rice medley, and all those puddings need 2 cups. So don't even need my glasses on to see the fine print. Wave. Yeah. That's why I keep a knife handy. Bring that to a boil. Seven minutes later, let her cool a bit, dinner's done. It's a little hot yet, so while it cools. Time to get rolling on this solar stand project again. Even last spring I cut a few cedar poles and hauled them in there. They're in the distance, and then this one in front of me, I got 2 like that. I think they're going to be the forward uprights. I'll get the post hole digger and we'll get one of them put in the ground. I've mentioned the futility of trying to use a metal detector around these old homesteads, because if you do, you're going to come across so many tin cans. Got a few roots to get through first. There we go. That's just over 3 feet. I think that'll be good. Jim? Old man? Oh, that's right. They're retired. It's okay, I got it. Okay. Valve is just to the side of that big white pine tree. So. More trees taken down by the wind. Nice straight white cedar though. Couldn't ask for anything better. Now that second log, just enough bigger, plus being the second log, sure would have been nice to have a nice yoke of oxen in front of that pole. Fourth post in. Actually went pretty well. Didn't even have to give up any of Annie's world famous cherry pies to get the job done. Always a plus side. Now that we're that far along, you can probably see what my plan is. I'm going to run about a 11-foot beam side to side on the back poles and the front poles, and the lower beam that'll be on these lower posts will have a groove slot cut in it for the bottom of the solar panel to kind of fit in with some drains, and then the top piece they'll lay against a slanted beam up there, and I'll probably make some sort of a bar or something that I can tighten down across the top of the panel so they can never blow out. Then about 2/3 of the way down I'll have a shelf for the batteries. So some of that probably happen tomorrow. We did pretty good progress for a late start this afternoon. Definitely not OSHA approved, but we got the job done. Now I'm going to drive some big spikes down in there to anchor them. Maybe a little overkill, but that's all I got, the big size. Well, once I got rolling along there, I kind of hated to quit, but pretty well got her all the main part done. Got to lay some cross logs in there to put the batteries on. It'll just be a matter of carefully taking all those panels up there and setting them in place and find a way to secure the top row down so the wind, I don't think, and that tree back there, that's going down. When the wind blows out of the south, I'll get rid of it, but I didn't think I could get it down today without coming the wrong way, so there's always tomorrow. I think things are looking good. Got to get rid of that balsam tree, but I've got a good stiff south wind. Plus this structure's not going to let it fall the wrong way. It'll stop it anyway before it damages the panel. Our warm weather's arrived, so I can get rid of this. Don't be alarmed by this red. I didn't cut myself. I think I was working out in the rain one day with this red coat. It kind of bled into these pants and stained them, but it's all good. I have a few final touches. Gotta get the wiring strung and secured so it won't flop in the wind. You notice I got that empty spot in the end. I might bring up one more. Harbor Freight has a pretty powerful set that'll fit up there. It'll almost double my capacity, so heck, I'll be good for big screen TV, stereo systems, microwave, you name it. Not. New solar arrays working as planned, even though with the fall's done I've got plenty of daylight up there. That is also a good place for my solar hot water heater. Today's supposed to get up into a t-shirt weather or maybe even no shirt weather. Well, that'd be a good day to get some water warmed up without using any fuel. It's a rest day. I worked hard yesterday, slept in late this morning. Fixing cornbread for breakfast and never got out of the cabin until 11 a.m. to give you an idea. A good start on a rest day. I got a few projects I want to do, light duty, but nothing heavy today. Enjoy a beautiful day.